Alright, so in this video, I'm talking about Price is Right strategy, particularly with the game called Cliffhangers. Cliffhangers is a game on the Price is Right. It's been around since the 1970s. Oh, she did a backflip. That's sweet. It's been around since the 1970s. They have remodeled the game, I want to say once. I think they did an aesthetic workup of the game. But the game is usually played for a prize that's usually not a car, and a contestant will be shown three small prize items ranging anywhere from $10 to $99. In theory, it will be more than not more than $99, but no less than $10. Usually, though, and I'll go into this later, what the usual amounts are. Fun fact: it's been around since the 70s, and I think in the first 3 or 4 playings, the contestant had a $25 range, and they had to do it with 4 items. But ever since they changed the rules, and these rules have been around since the 70s, 3 items, and they have a $25 range, so they cannot be off by more than $25 when they're guessing all 3 items. If at any time they go over the $25 limit, well, the range climber, which is known by Drew Carey as the Yodely guy, the range climber is just going to fall off the cliff. And another fun fact, they don't play the losing horns, they just play crash and burn sound. Yeah, I feel like they should play the losing horns though. They should they should have the crashing sound and they should play the losing horns. It would just make it more devastating. Um, as far as the items and strategy, so usually what happens, it's either they're gonna have 3 items and they're either gonna be one of them is gonna be in the tens, one of them is gonna be in the 20s, one of them is gonna be in the 30s. Um, Sometimes they'll have 3 items. One of them will be in the 20s, one of them will be in the 30s, one of them will be in the 40s, but not necessarily in that order. You do have to know. You do have to know a little bit about the items and what they cost. But the thing is, and I see it all the time, like for example, this contestant has $8 to work with, so they can be $8 either higher or lower. So you have technically a $16 range. You can be miss it by $8 either way and still win. I've seen contestants, they'll get through the first 2 items. The thing is, what you want to do is with the last item, if you have a huge range, like say $20, and you actually think the item is $40, then just say like $50 and you'll be good. It can be anywhere from 30 to 70 and you're a winner. And knowing about cliffhangers, usually they don't have an item that even gets to $50. So, um, you know, that's you have to take your range and see how far you can go. You don't even necessarily have to guess the actual retail price of the item. You just gotta figure out what range you have, subtract it from what you think the actual retail price is, and you're good. Especially with the last item. Now, as far as the other items, if you do 25 and you divide it by 3, let's just round down to 24. You really can't, on average, miss each item by more than $8. But, I see it all the time where people, during a particular season, people will just have this huge range and they try and guess the actual retail price of the last item. There's no need to do that. You just got to come within range. Long story short, it's all about ranges. Um, just be strategic about it. Sometimes listening to the crowd helps, but you know, you could tens. I've never seen an item on cliffhangers that's been more than $50. So, in theory, yeah, it can be more than $50 based on what the item, based on what production plays with. But I've never seen an item more than $50 ever. So just know that. Anyway, that's it for strategy in this game. I am going to make some more videos. And so, yeah, feel free to apply this method if you're watching or if you get on the show. Best of luck. Peace.